On today's video, we talk about the 3 different ways to get money to buy a house. Hey everyone, Adam Storch here, top real estate agent. If this is your first time on my channel and you're into real estate, hit that subscribe button. That'd really help me out. And on today's video, we're gonna talk about 3 different banks that you use to go buy a house. So the first one, we're gonna talk about big banks. So Wells Fargo, Chase, Bank of America, banks like that, what they're good for are the A buyers. And what I mean by that is someone that has a lot of money put down, like 25%, great credit score, 780 plus, and is not a complicated file. And what I mean by that is like they're W-2 employees, they have one checking account, they're not really pulling funds from different area. A complicated buyer would be like owns their own business, has some crazy tax write-off, monies are coming from different banks. So if you're an A buyer and doing especially a jumbo loan, so a big loan, the big banks are gonna be your best option. The only thing you have to prepare for is that they're gonna be slower. 45 to 60 days. Big banks have a lot of moving parts, and it is kind of frustrating as a listing agent, just so you know, is like when you're doing a deal with one of the big banks and you can't get a hold of anyone. That's also a hard problem. So a note for buyers and new agents, if you ever get an offer from a Wells Fargo, a Chase, a big bank, and they're saying they're gonna do a 21-day escrow, they're just not going to be able to. So just be prepared for a longer escrow. So now we have retail banks. So a retail bank is someone who does loans like in-house. So the one good thing about them is, like I said, everything's in-house. It's faster. It's their own underwriters, their own managers, everything's done under one roof. So it's very easy to get things done quicker because you're not having to jump through so many hoops, and they have more control. Obviously, if you're working with the same underwriters, the same managers, thing like that, you kind of know how they work and how to get things done. The downsides of it is 2 things. One, because they can only do loans in-house, they might not have all the products. So if you're looking for a type of estate income or bank statement, like if you're doing only off of, if you're not a W-2 employee, say you're 1099 and you're wanting to just use your bank statements to get the loan, not every retail bank is gonna have those, and you're not gonna be able to work with them. And or 2, like I said, everything's in-house, so if rates are not good at that point in time, you're stuck using their rates, which might not always be the best, but they sometimes are the best. And then you have a broker. The best thing about a broker is you can go into the open market. And what a broker actually is, you gotta act like it's kind of like a real estate agent. As a real estate agent, I can go show any house I want and offer any house that my client wants to. I can go to any house on the market. Same thing with a broker. What a broker does is it takes you as a buyer and they go out and basically do all the hard work and go find out the best rate for you or best product, whatever you need. So it's great because they have every product and they can get you the lowest rate. The downsides of it is because they're basically they're taking your thing and they're brokering it out to another bank. And so you have to be really careful on who you work with, because if they don't have the systems in place, if they're not on top of their thing, if they're not communicating well enough, because they're technically not in control doing the loan. They're just the middleman between you and the bank. We currently work with a broker with Modern Lending, and because they have such good systems in place, honestly, I cannot tell the difference when I do a deal with them if I do a deal with anyone else. And so that's why we lean towards brokers. But I've also been on the listing side of working with brokers that weren't as good as them, and it was a lot of miscommunication because they weren't handling the file. So hopefully this video helps you to break you down what type of loans you can go out there and get. Not every bank's the same. If you have any questions, send me a message, and until next time, guys, peace.